Hey everyone, welcome to Joyful Motherhood. Today I'm going to show you my homeschool supplies. So you'll have to excuse the noises around me. I got my baby wandering around and I'm just sitting in the kitchen with all of my homeschool supplies that I have out on the table. It's not everything because there's a few things I'm going to talk about that I don't have printed yet, a few things that I don't have here yet. Some things are coming in the mail. Someone's at the door. Before I get started though, what I really want to emphasize is that you do not need any of this stuff to homeschool. This just makes it fun for us, but we've definitely done homeschool without all of these supplies before. This just makes it easier for me. A lot of these things are just fun, and I love school supply shopping. It reminds me of my childhood when I went to public school, being able to buy all the cute, like, fun stuff. To be honest, my mom didn't let me buy the cute folders or the cute notebooks, so I let my kids do that, and it's just really fun for me. We also get clothing, even though my kids aren't going to school, but it just happens to be that, like, we need clothing for fall. So we had fun shopping for these supplies. I have a vlog of that day you can check out, but I just wanted to mention that ahead of time because I'm going to have another video that talks about the homeschool essentials that are really necessary for homeschooling, and it's not that much. So I would not want you to watch this video and think you have to spend all this money and get all of these things. I also want to mention that I do a program through a public school where they pay for these things, and so I'm gonna get reimbursed for all of this. So I wouldn't buy it all if I didn't get it for free. Does that make sense? So let's just have fun together looking at these supplies. I'll explain how the program works and how we do things. So I'm actually more of an unschooler. I don't like to follow curriculums, but in order to do this program, I need to have a little bit of structure in our weeks so that I can report on certain subjects. They require language arts, math, and science. And so I've got a second grader and a kindergartner this year. I'm so excited just to find things in those subjects that are gonna work really well for us. But I always have a curriculum as kind of backup to keep us structured enough where if I don't want to plan something or think about it too much, I can just pull out the curriculum. So what we use is The Good and the Beautiful. I love this curriculum. It is beautiful, and I love how it's worked for us this past year with my son. He did kind of like the first grade level, grade 1 for math, and then just the kindergarten one for reading, because I don't really start formal education with my kids until they're about 7. And so he was 7 and we started learning how to read just last year. I'm sure I can go more into my learning style philosophy stuff for homeschool, but for this video, I will just try to stick with the basics. So let's just jump into it so I don't take too long. So like I said, we need to have certain subjects covered. And so I like to find fun, different things so we're not always following the curriculum. So for my daughter, for language arts, this is what I have. Her curriculum this year is going to be the Primer K from The Good and the Beautiful. She's just learning her letters and things like that, and she's really excited. I wouldn't do it at 5 years old, but she really wants to. My son, on the other hand, was not into it. He's more into math, and so he excelled in that first. COVID is making things weird, and so the school system wasn't set up yet for me to order the resource I needed. So I don't have The Good and the Beautiful yet, but I'm gonna just order it and get reimbursed. So that will be coming, but school starts next week, and so I wanted to get something I just picked up at Walmart so that I can be ready to just do some fun things with her. So this is just a workbook I found, and it just has, you know, your basics of each letter, the sound it makes, and a picture to go along with it. I think this would be great for me to just rip a page out and let her do a little worksheet and put it in her folder, and she'll be excited. So I let my kids each pick a folder, and she picked black. So that's her little folder she'll put her worksheets in. Next, I got this Wipe and Learn things. I've never tried these before, but I thought my daughter would love it. So this little thing, you can just, like this says, which one looks like a star? You know, and circle the foods that are red. Just little things for her to do, and I'm sure she'll just doodle and trace these words. And we're going on a trip next week, and I thought these will be great for the car. I also got this one. This one has the shapes, and then you can just trace the letters. I thought that was really fun. I haven't seen one like this before. I think she'll love that. Then for math, I'm actually just gonna pick and choose some things to make her own curriculum for math, because I don't know if she's ready for The Good and the Beautiful one. I don't want to buy it yet. So, because we're still working basics on numbers. So I got this other dry erase book with numbers. So we can talk about those a bit. So far she's done a Montessori workbook with math that she really liked, and so I might find something like that. I also have another workbook coming in the mail that's really basic for kindergarten math. This is a search and find counting, and so, you know, it's like making math fun. That's what I'm all about. It doesn't have to just be worksheets and things like that. It can if your kids like that, but I think this is a fun way to spice it up. She doesn't realize she's learning, she's just counting. Then for science, that can mean so many things, right? And so for her basic science kit, this got ripped off, but it's a chemistry kit. So she's gonna make bath bombs and slime. And then we also got a couple other slime boxes I'll show you in a minute, but there's so much you can do for science. And honestly, we spend a lot of time in nature and find scientific things in that way so that I have something to report on for science. The last thing my daughter specifically got for herself were these headphones. I wouldn't normally do Princess Crown headphones, but she wanted them. We're having fun. So those are her headphones when she's working on a tablet or educational videos, or my kids also study their father's language, which is Filipino, and so we watch videos and things like that. So whenever she needs headphones because someone else is doing something in the same room, then that's what that's for. Okay, I'm gonna try and nurse a baby while I do this. So while we're on headphones, my son has some that are gonna come in the mail. I forgot to show you Esme's cute notebook. She wanted the one with unicorns, and I remembered my childhood that I couldn't pick the ones with unicorns. Sorry, Mom. You always made me get the dorky notebooks. But so I let her get that. She will love writing in it and doodling in it. Alright, so now for my second grader. He picked a red notebook. This is for writing, drawing, journaling, whatever. It's always good to have a notebook on hand if we're gonna study something. It's just nice to have a fresh notebook. We have paper, but that's just fun. Then for his random worksheets and projects we do, that's gonna go in his blue folder. That's what he picked. And another whiteboard. I have another one of these, but these come in so handy for math problems. The curriculum we use for math always wants a whiteboard, so those are cheap and awesome to have on hand. We have so many whiteboards in this house for calendars and for me to keep track of things. And then for the kids to do their school on whiteboards, we have this big pack of dry erase markers. I didn't even tell you yet. So Eli's curriculum will be the Good and the Beautiful for language arts. He will be in grade 1. And that's the free one. So I'm going to print the PDF, and I have a book binder and the coil thing to just get his workbook ready. Super easy. He's gonna finish up his math workbook that we're still on, and then he's gonna do number 2.
Mama.
Yeah. Then for science, really for both the kids, but my second grader is more interested, we're going to do the marine biology from the Good and the Beautiful. I believe that one's free. I'm gonna link them down below in case you want to check out their website. I really like the curriculum so far. We only did it 1 year. We're also gonna do the human body this year, and so we're gonna get some fun things to, aside from the curriculum, to go along with the human body. Like the game Operation, for example, and some other cute things. Okay, but then also we love other science things, and Eli saw this. Robots, guys. He can build 3 robots with this kit. I'm really excited for him to learn how to do things like this. And honestly, it makes my life easy, and that's what I'm all about for homeschooling. This is just already set up to teach him. It's awesome. I'm also a huge fan of Legos because Legos are educational. And so I got them each a Lego set today that they've already opened and they're playing with. But even a Minecraft Lego set, it teaches them so much, and they have so much fun. And yes, the program we use does cover Legos. I also got my second grader this, Dabble Lab. It is a marble game engineering. So he makes his own game, and it has the marbles, and he's gonna love that so much. It's gonna be cool. Okay, this is another thing I had found on Amazon, and then they had it at Walmart. So it's a robot you make out of a tin can. I'm so excited. I think it's so cute and simple, and he's gonna love it. All right, my kids are still obsessed with slime, so we got 2 little kits for them. One's like a crunchy slime, that sounds gross. And then this one that like has scents. So, but slime is educational, right? But it's like a science experiment, and then something they get to play with. Okay, another huge thing in our family for schooling is art supplies. So I got 2 packs of markers. I'm gonna empty these into a container. And then 4 packs of crayons I'll also empty into another plastic bin. My goal is to keep everything organized and in its place this year. I think my kids are old enough they can keep the markers and the crayons and the colored pencils all in separate bins. I'm really hoping, really hoping. Okay, then we got some construction paper, scissors, glue sticks, and some extra paper. Now, we will be ordering big packs of printer paper. We go through so much in a year, but I found that that's better to just buy on Amazon in the big boxes. I'll also be getting printer ink and things like that. Now, a big part of our homeschooling is playing. I think playing is so powerful for kids. That's when you learn the best. So, there's gonna be more that we're getting, but this is what I got today. Dominoes. My second grader has not been introduced to Dominoes yet, so I told him I'd show him these videos. I think she makes videos, and then there's 100 Dominoes in here. He's gonna have so much fun with this, and he's gonna be so frustrated about it, and I think that's good for him. We love having puzzles too. Then we have 2 board games coming in the mail, Operation and Catan, but this one looked fun for my daughter. It's super simple. Sorry, baby. And so it's the Hungry Caterpillar book, but game. So excited. And then this is Jenga, but just a different one for kids. And we've lost most of our Jenga pieces, so we got that too. And last but not least, Kinetic Sand. Do your kids love this? My kids are obsessed. So they needed a refill on their little play area, so I got this one. All right, she's already jamming out with her headphones. Gotta go listen to some music. Okay, so thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this supply haul for homeschool. Remember, you don't need all these things. This is just for fun. But we're gonna have a really fun year. We can't wait to dive into all of this stuff and have fun. If you enjoy videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. Please also check out my blog, myjoyfulmotherhood.com, for so many more things about homeschool and natural parenting, natural living, motherhood. I also have a podcast. The information will be down below. Thanks for watching. Bye.